Today I fucked up by mentioning that my ex-girlfriend exists. Content warning. Menstruation. Less than an hour ago. My 26M girlfriend of almost 2 years, 24F, is on her period and comes over for the night. I'm making some dinner for her while she talks about stuff she saw on Twitter regarding men not understanding menstrual struggles. It was some shit about men's sexual needs costing more than period expenses. I chime in how it's not uncommon for men even in their 20s to refuse to buy period products for their girlfriends because it's embarrassing. She says, "You've bought them for me before, right? In the 2 years we've been together I've never had to, but I absolutely would." Trying to reassure her I reply with, "I've never had to buy them for you before, but at least once I bought them for my ex, who I broke up with 5 years ago and no longer speak to at all." To which she says, "You talk about your ex a lot." I don't actually think this is true, and frankly I don't even remember the last time I talked about her to my GF. But now she's being cold to me and won't talk to me. TL. Doctor tried to express my desire to be sympathetic of women's struggle with a real-life example and have been given the cold shoulder. I buy period supplies pretty regularly. I might get some scoffing at buying the wrong brand, size sometimes, but I'm a single dad doing my best and never find it embarrassing. Is no one going to mention the men's sexual needs costing more than period expenses line? What does that even mean? Struggling to understand how any part of this conversation even made any sense to begin with, to be honest. Teach her early to communicate her hurt instead of behavior like this. If she tells you, "When you said X it made me feel hurt because of Y," you can solve the problem right there. If she can't learn this, she's not going to be long-term partner material, because she'll basically blame you for her emotions. Of course, you should do the same with her. How dare you have a girlfriend before her? You should have stayed in your pod before she met you. Also, is there really a rule in this sub about warning people about menstruation? We get enough daily posts about folks who touch their no-no zones with hot peppers. Why is there a content warning for menstruation? We all have a history, we all have exes. She needs to grow up and get over it. You could make a period box. Any box, container with mix of sizes of Kotex and tampons and a pack of baby wipes. Don't say anything, just place it under the sink, and if she asks about if, let her know periods are a normal thing and you didn't want any female, mother, sister, coworker, friend, that visited to be in an uncomfortable situation. This applies to all men and women. Today I fucked up by beating my girlfriend at Mario Kart. To describe the foo, I have to start from earlier in the night. I decided that I would be a great boyfriend and make some chicken and rice for my girlfriend for dinner. She asked if she could help, so I asked her to cut up some of the vegetables while I cooked the chicken. We are drinking the whole time, so there was a lot of dancing and laughing around a hot stove and hot oil. The meal ended up tasting amazing and we decided to make cookies while booting up Mario Kart. My girlfriend insists that we turn our game into strip Mario Kart, which I of course agree to without a second thought. The rules are that if you lose a race, you have to take off a piece of clothing until you have nothing left. Little did she know I would sweep her 4-0 and end up not taking off a single piece of clothing, so we included a clause that I could ask her for something. I asked her for head, which leads us to my foo. The chicken and rice I asked her help with previously had poblano pepper in it. And she deseeded it with her bare hands. Needless to say, I am now in bed after soaking my own sizzling stick in a cup of whole milk while she apologizes over and over. Too long did not read. Never handle dick after handling pepper. Edit. She washed her hands with soap and water several times after she was done with the poblano. That's one way to spice up your sex life. Never thought of milking a cock that way. These is one spicy a meatball. I'm kinda drunk while reading this at a bar, and at first I didn't see the at Mario Kart part and I had to reread several times. Story started with dinner, slight detour into hot oil, banana peeled into sexy time, and then op got blue shelled at the head of the race. Someone I used to know did something similar, but instead of his girlfriend burning his dick with her spicy-laden grip of pleasure like what happened to op, he did it to himself by rubbing his eye straight after chopping up some jalapenos. I have never seen anyone move so fast in my life with only one barely functioning eye. Hate your wiener is hurting, but never sweep a strip game, dude. That's bush league stuff right there. Far more fun when both parties are losing clothes. Could have all been easily avoided with the simple act of washing your hands. Always wash your hands after handling anything spicy. I had been taught that from a young age because there is always a chance of this happening or touching your eye accidentally. Today I fucked up by trying to have a simple, cute bath time with my BF. I love taking baths. In my head I had this fantasy where I take a nice, hot luxurious bath and my boyfriend hangs out in the bathroom with me. It's supposed to work out like in a movie with those weird, quirky couples who have been together for years. We have, and know each other well, we do, and they have a fun relationship, same. It's supposed to be a cute and quirky time that's also kinda romantic and intimate. So I tell him what I want. He agrees. I light candles and incense. He grabs a couple of beers for us and his phone to do whatever on his phone while we hang. I get a couple of cigarettes to smoke cause I DC way anyone says. A cigarette in the bathtub feels both luxurious and trashy and it hits the right note for me. Mood is set. Turn off the lights. Get in tub. He sits across from me in our tiny bathroom. I realize I need to shave legs and condition my hair. No big deal though. So I'm doing my thing soaking and getting cleaned up and he's watching his gamer YouTube playthrough that he likes. I get my hair conditioned. Fingers are slippery from conditioner. When I go to put my razor and stuff back in our hoard of toiletries, of course, I manage to make a clamoring mess because that's who I am as a person and no fantasy of mine goes right without a fight. Toilet seat is up. I DK what happened but I managed to knock a small myriad of my expensive stuff right into the water including a facial moisturizer and a fantastic chapstick. I open my beer and a lot of it foams and spews into the tub. At this point, my boyfriend is riveted by the clusterfuck happening before his very eyes. He says something along the lines of, "Well, this is quirky and you're cute alright." Task failed successfully? Too long did not read. I tried so hard and got so far in creating my own version of a cute romantic quirky picturesque movie scene and end up with my favorite stuff falling in the toilet water. Oh. And a beer bath bomb. Good stuff. I quit. I think what you just described is like a quirky and cute rom-com movie scene. The comedy of errors is totally a thing. I keep the lid closed on the toilet at all times and this is just one of many reasons. There's always next time. Edit. It's easy for me to remember because I close it before flushing. Habit stacking helps memory, but I actually do this to keep my bathroom clean. Toilet bacteria getting on my toothbrush is my number one reason for this. Studies have been done to see how far the bacteria travels out of the toilet bowl after flushing and it's up to 12 feet. Keep that baby closed smiling face with tear. Edit. BTW your story is both hilarious and adorable. It's supposed to work out like in a movie. This is invariably the harbinger of doom. This was not a TIFU. This is adorable and quirky, and you'll laugh about it later. Heart. And you'll laugh about it forever. Wait a second. You smoke cigarettes in your house? Did you yell, "Cut"? Reset back to 1. Life ain't a movie. Today I fucked up by scarring an 8-year-old girl. Yesterday begins like any Friday, it's my day off and I'm chilling with friends. At about 1400 my mother tells me that friend A's mother is inviting us to dinner. And I tell her that I would love to go but I've been having diarrhea problems and that if comes a situation we may need to leave early mainly because I don't want to go at their house. Throughout the day, I've been to the toilet about 4 times each visit averaging 15 long, not because of phone. Fast forward to the evening, we arrive at about 19:30, and turns out another friend, friend B, was also invited with his family. Everything is great, we eat, chat, laugh and all amazing. At approximately 21:30 I'm feeling it. I sit for a while hoping for it to just go away but inevitably it does not. I go to my mother secretly, tell her that we may need to go. She is telling me that it's early and that I should just go there. I understood what she said but still it was uncomfortable and I did not want to. After maybe 10 I decide to go there. I enter the bathroom, put down my pants, and start going at it. For those who may not know, diarrhea is 2 things. 1, it sounds horrible, disgusting and I don't wish for anyone to hear it. 2, it smells bad, like really bad, much worse than regular poop, and it's horrifying. I go through this like a champ, put my pants back on, wash my hands and head out. I'm sitting with everyone, joining the conversation, and 3 fathers call me to sit with them. This cannot be good, and they start questioning me. Father 1, my father, were you in the bathroom? Me. Yes. Father 3, friend's father, did you pay taxes? Poop. Me. Yes. Even more worried. Father 2, the house owner, did you see the wardrobe to your right? Me. Yeah, Father 2. And did you see that at the bottom there are 2 big cabinets for laundry? Me. IDK, I think I did, Father 2. And did you see if perhaps there was a girl in these cabinets? Me, realizing what happened. No. They start laughing uncontrollably, and after a minute of shock, I join them and start laughing. What had happened is that the kids were playing hide and seek and one of them decided to hide there, and when I entered she was so afraid of coming out and just stayed there for a full 15 diarrhea adventure. I never noticed her, mostly because I was on my phone and because she was very silent. So yeah, that was my Friday. Too long, did not read. Having diarrhea problems and accidentally pooping in front of a girl playing hide and seek. Hide and stink. Imagine had she actually come out of hiding mid-strain. Or you're sitting there and hear someone start gagging. LMAO. I would have died either way, lol. I think I was around 7 when I also found out the hard way not to hide in the bathroom during hide and seek. Not only did someone come in to use the facilities, but I realized the laundry basket I was hiding in was also full of dirty underwear. Paying taxes is my new favorite code for pooping. For those who may not know, diarrhea is 2 things. 1, it sounds horrible, disgusting, and I don't wish for anyone to hear it. 2, it smells bad, like really bad, much worse than regular poop, and it's horrifying. You know a lot of people who aren't familiar with diarrhea? And here I thought that the extra R in the word scarring was a typo. Definitely not a typo, lol. Edit. Clearer phrasing. I know this is fiction because I'm the first part op claimed not to poop with a phone, and it's science that no one in 2022 can drop a deuce without scrolling the interwebs. Come on. Edited. Imagine if she jump scared you while making a run for the door to get out of there.